All right, so this time around we are given what we call I think, okay, we're given 1, right, plus 2 plus 3. So this is a series, right? This is a series, and you can see that this is a series that is finite. In other words, there's a last term, but when there's 3 dots at the end, just know that it's infinite. In other words, it goes on and on. So now remember what I said. The first thing that we are going to do is we're going to assume that this is a pattern. In other words, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then now we need to figure out what is the general term. Okay, forget about that, the fact that it's a series. Let's suppose that it's a sequence. So we find that differences, 2 minus 1, that's 1, 3 minus 2, that's 1. So you're going to keep on getting a 1. Okay, in other words, D is 1, right? And then we know A is equal to 1. Alright, and the reason why we're doing all of this is because we're trying to find the general term. Remember, each and every sigma notation has got a general term. So we know that this is, arithmetic for sure. So Tn is going to be equal to A plus n minus 1 times the D. So now this is equal to what? A is 1 plus n minus 1, the D is also 1. Right, so now 1 plus n minus 1, so this gives us just n. Okay, so now we've got the general term. Okay, we've got the general term, so meaning that we're ready to write our sigma notation. So here it's just n by the general term. Now we need to figure out, okay, where's the sequence starting? Right, it starts where n is equal to 1, and then it goes up to how many terms? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 6 terms. So now this is the sigma representation of that series then. Okay, so let's do one more example. Where must we look at? Okay, let's do this one, which looks a bit complicated. So 1 plus 1 over 2 plus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4 plus 1 over 5, right? Plus, right, 1 over 10 plus 1 over 10. So it ends by 1 over 10. Okay, so although this is just 1, let's assume that it's 1 over 1. Okay, it's 1 over 1. So you can see that in the numerator there's always going to be a 1. Okay, meaning that when we figure out what the general term is going to be, we must just focus on the numbers that are in the denominator. Okay, and if you look at these numbers, they look exactly like the numbers that we had over there, 1, 2, 3, up to 6. So meaning that the general term is going to be 1 over n. Do you understand? It's 1 over n, because the general term for the numbers that are underneath the division line here, it's n. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 10. Do you understand? So this is term number 1 and this is term number 10. So we're ready to write this in sigma notation. So the sum of 1 over n from n is equal to 1 to what? To n is equal to 10. Right? So that's that. So that was like the easiest, because it involved a sequence that we already dealt with. Okay, let's see if this one is not going to confuse us. So we've got 1 over 2 plus 2 over 3 plus 3 over 4, but it kind of looks like something that we've already done. 4 over 5 plus 5 over 6 plus da da da, right, 20 over 21. Okay, so you can see that we need to figure out, okay, what is the general term in the numerator? You can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 up to 20. So obviously the general term in the denominator is going to be n. Remember when we had numbers like that, 1 2 3 4 5 6, the general term was just n. So even in this case, the general term in the numerator is going to be n. So you know in the numerator it's going to be n. So Tn is close to that n. And then let's figure out what the general term is going to be in the denominator. Okay. So if you can check, you can use your normal, okay, 2 3 4, right, 5, so on and so forth. You can use your normal arithmetic formula, but it's going to be n plus 1. Okay, 3 minus 2, that's 1. 4 minus the 1. 5 minus 4, 1, right? The d is equals to what? 1. And then what is the a? A is equals to 2. So Tn is equals to 2 plus n minus 1 times what? Times the d, which is 1. And this gives us what? n plus 1. I hope you guys can see n plus 1. Meaning that in the denominator here it's n plus 1. So this is our Tn for this. Okay, that's our Tn. Now once we've got the Tn, basically it's done. Right, it's done, because we're just going to say the sum of n over n plus 1 when n is equals to 1. So this ends by term number 20. Okay, 20. So this is our solution. Okay, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. If you've got any questions, please drop them in the comment section, and I'll try, you know, as much as I can to respond with swiftness, right? Yeah, I'll try to be prompt. So yes, don't forget to like, so that YouTube can, you know, put the content in front of as many people as possible, so that they get some value. So shout out, peace. Right, shout out.